What's going on, guys? MagDowan here. I'm just getting ready to get started streaming for the day, but I wanted to make an update video, let you guys know how the RF Inquisitor has been going, and maybe answer a few questions, talk a little bit about my experience, maybe even talk a little bit about the league, how that's been going. So yeah, stick around. Alright, here we are in game. Let's talk a little bit about the character. We're level 92. As you can see, the Righteous Fire AoE is quite sizable now. Let's have a quick look at the gear and talk about that. I bought a new belt. Lots of life on there. I think I paid 5C. I did that just hours ago. Before that, all the rare items were ones that were crafted by me or my buddy Dezel helped me with this scepter. So this is like 1C. These I bought for an Exile, but they're 5C now. These are cheap, also cheap. This is trash. This is literally trash. Spell damage doesn't even work. It has a dead mod on it. Now, the items that I'm happy with, for example, here, I got a couple cool implicits. On the chest piece, I've got cool implicits. And on the gloves, I have cool implicits. And those are just from spamming the sticky, icky blue and red juice pellets that you pick up in the maps now. The reason I'm going over the gear right off the bat is I have had a lot of success with garbage. My flasks are low item level, rolled improperly. I only just got the used when charges reach full. I think this is the ideal type of life flask, but it's not enchanted. I need to get that done. We're leveling gems, we're doing all that stuff. Some of them are level 20 now. I bought a level 20 quality Righteous Fire last night. But I was fine before that. Let's take a look at the Atlas. We are at 100 out of 117, so we're moving right along. 2 Void Stones going. The juice that you just get for free on your tier 16s is fucking crazy. You have to play this. The game, it's the best the game's ever been. It's probably the best action RPG experience I've ever had in 20 plus years of gaming. This is not to be missed. It's a flawless victory on GGG's part, in my opinion. The league mechanic is also pretty delicious. If you don't want to fuck with it, it's not intrusive. If you do want to mess around with it, there's cool rewards. You can get lots of scarabs, lots of currency items. Very cool. I've never been more invested in playing the game than I am now. Yeah, so don't miss out on this league if you're trying to decide if you're going to play or not. So let's do what we did before. Let's just jump into a map here. I'm going to throw influence on it. I think you just get this shit for free forever, indefinitely, once you kill the bosses once. Super dope. You know, it's a tier 16, some mods. If I had more Awakened Sextants, I would use them. But, you know, every chaos counts. I'm just using the ones that drop. So, I'm gonna take off my banner here so that I can summon the golem. Then I'm gonna throw the banner back on. Gonna activate our Righteous Fire. And then we're just gonna slam through the map. It feels so good with both movement skills. I mean, again, we're on, you know, end of day 4. And this already just feels infinitely better than the Fireball character. It's not as viscerally impressive as the multi-screen clearing, you know, mega Fireball fun time. I'll admit that. But in terms of just the smoothness, this build is buttery smooth. Look at that. Oh, it just feels great. And then these altars that pop up, it's like choose your destiny. It's Mortal Kombat style shit going on in Path of Exile. I'm into it. I'm invested. Let's click on this shit. Okay, it's gonna debuff us, and then something that we want happens. I don't know. I'm not gonna read it. I just like to click on it. I watched some video where a dude was like, I always take the ones that are the player or the mobs, and now I just listened. I'm just doing that. And that's what we can talk about next, is my philosophy this league is different from what I did in Scourge. Last time, I took a loose template from a streamer that I happened to be watching, and then I just did whatever I wanted to try and make the build work, and went my own way. This time, I'm following Pox as closely as I can. I'm watching guide videos, I'm actually doing what I'm told, and it's working out great. So I recommend if you're gonna play this build, Pox is the guy to listen to. Every time he has said something and I just put it into practice, it turns out to be correct. I haven't had any confusion once I get over my own, lack of knowledge, and I'm willing to do an extra step or two of research. The information that he's offering is good. And so I'm going to continue following his progress and sort of trying to do as best I can to bullshit my way into as close to his gear as I can get. Obviously, he already has crazy shit that I can't get. So we're going to just pop everything here. Just cursing the boss. He should, yeah, just go down. Easy. Easy game. Feels great. A little slow, but as far as I understand it, the build can scale really well, and I've done nothing to go out of my way and acquire items. I've just been pushing for levels, playing the game, having fun, wasting currency, trying to make items, having fun, playing maps with other people. Party play is so good. It's so good in this league, running around playing with some buddies. I can't wait until my new PC gets here so that I can, not chug out when I'm in a group of more than 1 or 2 people. And so yeah, I can't think of anything to complain about. And even though there were lots of things about Scourge League that I really enjoyed, there were lots of things to complain about. This time, everything is good. I have no complaints about any of the mechanics. Everything seems rewarding and fair. The boss fights are really fun, and I think they're the best designed, particularly from the perspective of somebody who's visually impaired. They seem much more fair than some of the other fights that they have done. Particularly Cyrus, I think, is just designed to piss off somebody who can't see very well. I felt like the mechanics required you to engage, but were fair about what happened when you made a mistake, and there were mechanics that were not optional. I died quite a bit while I was working on the bosses, but it was ultimately a very fun experience. I'm glad I did it. And I would say, as a last bit of advice, if you're going to play RF Inquisitor, as soon as you can, get your hands on Master of Flames. Get a cluster jewel and get that going. That was a huge break point. Made the build feel a ton better. Is there another one here to click? No, okay, I think we're all squared away on this map. It says there's a few monsters left, but we don't care. That's all right. So ultimately, that's all I've got to say at the moment. The league is great. The character works great. If you wanted to try RF Inquisitor, but you were worried that it isn't viable as a league starter, that's not true. It was super easy. Best leveling experience I've ever had. Best early mapping experience I've ever had. Best yellow mapping experience I've ever had. Not the fastest red mapper that I've ever played, but slow and steady and very fun to play. So yeah, I'll be back with another guide video in the next day or two as we start to transition from the league start, try and finish quest sort of phase into the how can I make a ton of currency and try some crazy shit with this build phase. And I'm thinking I might even try and push for level 100 on this character because I'm just enjoying it so much. So yeah, I hope you found something that you enjoyed in my rambling here, and we will see you in the next video. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and I appreciate you.